In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a single page website step by step. I will specifically show you how to create a single page website using WordPress and Elementor. WordPress is the free software that we are going to use to create our website and also customize it the way we want. And Elementor is the simple to use drag and drop page builder that we are going to use in order to design our website. This single page website we are going to design today has a cool hero section with a call to action that when users click on it, it will take them to the contact section of our website. In this video, I'll show you how you can customize the logo of our website as well as the menu of our website. Now if I click on About Us, it will take me to the About section, Services, it will take me to the Services section, Gallery, and finally Contact Us. In this video, I'll show you how to design our website step by step with no step skipped. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a fully customizable website that you use in order to promote your business. In this video, I'll show you how to get your very own custom domain name and web hosting, which is a standard for every website. And to create this website, we are going to use only free resources. So, if you want to learn how to create this beautiful single page website for your business, keep watching. Hello guys, this is Sonic here at Dikupages Web, where I do web tutorials just like this one. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. That said, let's jump into the video. So like I said in the introduction, to create our single page website, the only thing we need to pay for is a domain name and web hosting. A domain name is simply the address of your website, and a web hosting is a server where all your text, images and other media will be stored so that users of your website can have access to them wherever they are. And don't worry as to where you get a custom domain name and web hosting, because I'm going to take you to a web hosting provider where you get the cheapest price ever. So to get your very own custom domain name and web hosting, click on the very first link in the description down below, or go over to your browser and enter dikupages.com/www. Hit enter, and this brings me to hooperweb.com. Next, I go ahead and click on web hosting. Going down, these are the three packages you get with hooperweb.com. They have baby plan, business and unlimited. So you go ahead and check what they have under each package. In this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and use the baby plan, which is $0.99. With this, I'll be able to install only one website, and I have 5 GB NVMe SSD storage. So I go ahead and click on choose plan. In here, I enter the domain I want to register. That is, if I want to register a new domain. I can also transfer a domain from another registrar, or I use an existing domain and update my name service. For this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and register a new domain. So I go ahead and enter my domain name. Honeybee Consortium. Next, I drop down this arrow to choose the domain extension I want to use. For this tutorial, I'll go with .com, and I go ahead and click on check to check the availability of my domain name. It is available and I'll be paying $11. I go ahead and click on continue. And these are the various features I'll get under the baby plan. Under choose billing cycle, instead of monthly, I'll go ahead and use annually, and my cart will be updated. I click on continue. Hooperweb.com provides free IP protection as well as free email forwarding, so I select all, then I click on continue. So now the shared hosting I will buy is $11.80, and the domain registration is $11, which gives a total of $22.80. I go ahead and check out. So in here, I enter my first name, last name, email, phone number, billing address, password, and then I go ahead and choose my payment gateway. So I go ahead and fill the form pretty quick and get back to you. Alright, I've entered my billing details. Next, I choose PayPal as my payment gateway, and then going down, I accept the terms and conditions, and I go ahead and enter this code right here. So I go ahead and complete the order and meet you in a second. Alright, my order is complete, and this is the domain I've just registered. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and check my email to see the messages I'll be receiving from Hooperweb. So I go to my email. In here, Web will send me a bunch of messages, and this is the particular message you'll be looking for. That is Web-hosting account information. That is where you get your login details to the direct admin cPanel. Going down, right here under control panel login information, I have my username as well as password. So what I do is I go ahead and open this link. So I just copy it, or I can just right click, open link in a new tab. Then I go ahead and copy and paste my username and password. I've hidden them for obvious reasons. So in here, I enter my username and then my password. Then I go ahead and sign in. Now I am in my direct admin cPanel. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and install WordPress. To do that, I scroll down to extra features. Then I click on Softaculous Auto Installer. In here, I go ahead and install WordPress by clicking on install. Under choose protocol, make sure it is set to HTTPS, since Web is giving us free SSL certificate, and this is the domain we've just registered. In directory, you don't want to put anything there, so you remove whatever you have here. Going down to site settings, in here you can enter the name of your website as well as site description. Alright, I've entered my site name as well as site description. Next is admin account. In here, I enter my admin username, admin password, as well as admin email address. These are the details I'll use to log into my WordPress website in order to edit it. So I go ahead and enter them pretty quick. Alright, I've entered my admin account information. Going down, I click on install, and WordPress will install in some few seconds. I'm doing this in real time, and boom, we are right there. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully. Next, I go ahead and click on the URL of my website, and it will take me to the front end. Perfect. So now that we've finished installing WordPress, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and show you how you can log into your WordPress website in order to start customizing it. So to do that, I click at the end of my URL, then I bring /wp-admin. Hit enter, and this will take me to the login page of my website. I go ahead and enter my login details, and I hit enter, and this will take me to the back end of my website. So now if I right click on the name of my website, open link in a new tab, this is the front end of my website. This is what users will see when they enter the URL of my website, and this is the back end. This is where I can come in order to customize my website. Now that we have finished installing WordPress, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and clean up my website. First of all, I don't need all these widgets, so I click on screen options, then I go ahead and untick all these. Perfect. Next, I go over to post. After installing WordPress, you see this new hello world post. We don't need it. I trash it. Go over to the trash, and I empty the trash. Next, I go to pages. I have these 2 pages. I don't need them. I select all, bulk actions, move to trash, and apply. I can also go to the trash and empty the trash. Next is appearance. This is where we can install theme for our website. By default, we are having these 3 themes, and this is the active one. That is what we see in here, which means these 2 themes, I don't need them, so I go ahead and delete them by clicking on theme details, then delete. OK. Theme details, delete. OK. Unfortunately, we cannot delete this theme simply because we need an existing theme to work with. So I'll show you how we can delete this after installing the theme we want to use for this website. Next, I go over to plugins. I don't need these 2 plugins. They are not even activated anyway. So I'll select them, bulk actions, delete, apply, OK. So basically, this is the cleanup I want to do. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and install a theme. A theme is basically the design and layout of our website. So if I go to the front end, currently this is the design and layout of my website. It is looking boring. So what I do is install a new theme that will make it beautiful. Before I do that, let me first of all exit from here. I don't need them. So to install a new theme, I go over to appearance and I click on themes. Next, I click on add new. Under set themes, I search for Astra. I have Astra right here. I click on install. It is installed. I go ahead and activate. Our theme is installed and activated. Let's see how the new look and feel of our website is. I refresh, and now you see that my website has changed. Perfect. Going back, I can now go ahead and delete this theme. We don't need it anymore. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and install a plugin. A plugin will extend the functionality of our website, and this particular plugin I'm going to install, we can actually get it by clicking on Get Started. But assuming you don't see this widget, you can go over to Plugins, click on Add New, then under Search Plugins, I search for Starter Templates. I have Starter Template right here by Brainstorm Force. This same plugin is designed by the developer of the Astra team, so I install it now, and this will add extra functionality to the Astra team. It is installed, I activate. So by installing and activating the starter templates, this means that we're presented with different templates that we can use for our website. So I go ahead and click on Build Your First Website now. In here, we select a particular page builder that we are going to use for our website. We are presented with 3: Block Editor, Elementor, as well as Beaver Builder. For this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and use Elementor. And these are the various starter templates we'll be presented with. See that they are all looking professionally designed. However, some of them we cannot use them for free. Those particular templates you see premium on, before you'll be able to use them, you have to go ahead and buy the Astra theme. But for this tutorial, we are going to go ahead and use a free one. Up here, you can go ahead and search based on the particular template you want to use. So what I'm going to do is I hover on business, then I choose hotel and travel. Let's see what we'll get. And these are the various starter templates we'll get for hotel and travel. So you can go ahead and choose the one you want based on your requirement. Some of them will come with multiple pages, others will come with a single page. For this particular tutorial, we are going to go ahead and use this particular one, that is hotel and B&B. So I just select it. In here, you can upload your logo if you have it now, and if you don't have it now, you can go ahead and skip and continue. Here, you can go ahead and choose your default colors. Currently, this is my default color. If I choose this, you see that some of the features on my page will change. Perfect. If I choose this, you now see the new look and feel of my page. Awesome. And I think the default colors look cool. However, I will show you how you can change the colors after installing your website. So going down, click on continue. So here, the Astra team will want to know some few information about us. So I just go ahead and enter my name in here. I am an expert and I'm building this website for myself, and I'm going to go ahead and import all these. So I click on submit and build my website, and it is installing the required theme, plugins and forms. So you patiently have to wait for this to finish importing. This may take some time depending upon the speed of your internet connection. So I'll pause this video and meet you in a second. Alright, congratulations, your website is ready. I can click right here to exit to dashboard. Then if I go to the front end of my website and refresh, you see the new look and feel of my website. Perfect. This looks clean and neat, very professionally designed. Perfect. Going up, you see the menu we have right here. If I click on About Us, to take me to the About section of my website. Amenities, perfect. Gallery, awesome. Packages, and finally booking, and this will take me to the contact section. Awesome. So now that we have imported our starter template, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and start designing my website. So to do that, I go ahead and click on Edit with Elementor. Now my page is open with Elementor, and right now you see that we don't see the logo as well as the menu, and the reason is that the header section of the website is not being controlled by the page editor, that is the Elementor page editor. So I'll show you how we can customize the header section when we go to the theme customizer later on in the tutorial. So to start designing our page, we can go ahead and use the widgets at the left side of our page. So to use any of these features, I can just go ahead and drag For instance, if I want to use text editor, drag it and drop it wherever I want. And now you see I have my text here. I can go over to style. If I want to change the color of my text, I click in here and I can choose whatever color I want. Perfect. If I want to change the text, I can do it directly on the page, or I go over to content, then I can go ahead and change it from here. But we don't need this particular widget. I just right click and delete it. So now let's start customizing our page. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and change this background image, which is in a section. A section is this blue line we are seeing right here, and inside the section we have this column where we have this gray line, and inside this column we have three widgets. That is the new month in text, this particular widget, as well as this button. So now let's start designing our page. To change the background, I go over to edit section, then I click on style. So this is the image we have here at the moment. I just click on it, then I go over to upload files, select files. I have my images right here. I can just select all and upload them at once. Alright, all my images are uploaded, and this is the image I want to use. I select it, then I click on insert media. Perfect. Under position, you can go ahead and change the position as you wish. So at the moment it is set to bottom center. You can choose center or whichever one you want. For now I'll leave it at center. And you see that if I'm scrolling, the image is fixed. That is because attachment is set to fixed. You can choose scroll or default, which is the same as scroll, and you see that the image will scroll as you scroll your page. Perfect. But I think the fix is cool. Awesome. Next, I start customizing my text. So I just click in here. I can change it from here on the page directly, or I can come in here to change it, whichever way to take me to the same place. Honeybee Consortium. Next, I click on this and I change it. Experts in imports and exports in general goods. And finally, in the hero section is this button. To edit it, I click on the pencil icon right here, and I can go ahead and change the text if I want. So instead of make an inquiry, I can say contact us, and under the link you see that I have hashtag bookings. This means that when my users click on this button, it will take them to the contact form, which is very cool. So in here I'll leave it as it is. Then coming up, the button is done. I'll show you how we can change the colors later on in the theme customizer. You can also change it here in Elementor. Whichever way, you achieve the same results. Going down to the about section, the about text, I don't do anything. Next is this text. I just change it from here. I'll enter who we are. Perfect. Going down, I'm going to go ahead and change this image. So I click on the pencil icon right here. I click on it, and I'll choose this image. Insert media. Next, I customize my text right here. I click on the first one, and I change it from here. Welcome to Honeybee Consortium. So similarly, you can go ahead and change the rest of the text. I'll leave the demi text for now. Going down is the amenities section. So amenities, I'll change it to services. I'll change this text as well from here. Check out our services below. Next is this section. I don't need them. Actually, there are some icons that display right here. I don't know why they are not showing. We don't really need this particular section anyway, so I just click to take it off. And in here you can customize these columns depending upon how many services you have. I'm actually going to give it a different style, but before we go into that, let me show you how you can customize it if you want to use these particular styles. So to change this image right here, I click on edit column. The images are actually applied to the columns. Now go to style, and you see the image right here. I just click there. I can choose whichever image I want to insert it. Perfect. And the heading text, you can just click and go ahead and enter whatever text you want to put in there. But I'm not going to use these styles. So what I'm going to first of all do is click to exit this. And I actually need 3 columns and not 4 columns. So I right click on edit column, click on delete. Next, I'm going to go ahead and remove the background image. So I click on edit column right here. Then I go ahead and delete it. I don't need it. It's having a background overlay and I don't need it, so I click on background overlay right here. Then I go ahead and click on classic to deactivate it. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and add an image widget inside the column. So I go over to widgets, then I drag in the image widget on top of the header text. And I click here to choose my image. I'll choose this for exports. And I'll change my text to export. I'll align it to left. Then I go ahead and change the text color by going to style. I go ahead and click on the globe icon and the text color. Now I choose theme color 3. Perfect. Next, I go back to elements. Now I go ahead and drag in the text editor under the heading text. So in here, I can enter about my export business, but I'll leave this dummy text for now. Now in here, you see some space on top and at bottom. I don't need them. So I click on the column, that is edit column, and I go to advanced. You see that I'm having a padding of 110 at top and 110 at bottom. I just click to link the values and I go ahead and remove this value. Perfect. Next, I go ahead and change the background color of the column. So I click on edit column again. Then I go over to style. And the color, I click on the globe icon. Then I go ahead and choose my white color. So that's all the customization I want to do in here. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and duplicate it twice. Like this. And I'll go ahead and delete these two. I don't need them. So next, I go ahead and change the image, the text for the rest of the 2 columns. So I just click in here, choose image. I choose this for imports. And I change the text to imports. I do the same thing right here by selecting. We also do catering services. So I choose a deleted image. And I change it to catering services. Perfect. So that's all about this section. Next, this is a promotional banner section. First of all, I edit the text for the heading. I remove this and I go ahead and enter. Want to import or export your goods. Next, I click in here to edit it. Do not hesitate to get in touch with us. And this button right here, if I click, it will take me to the contact section. Perfect. Going up, so here I'm not going to do anything. However, if you want, you can change the text just as we did for this first button. Alright, but I think make an inquiry is cool. And next, I go ahead and change the background image. So I click on edit section. Then I go over to style. Click to choose my image. This is the image I want to use. Then I click on insert media. Perfect. And now this section is done. Going down to gallery section, I leave the title as it is. This text, I just change it. what we do in pictures. Next, I go ahead and edit my image gallery. So I click on the pencil icon right here, and these are the various images we are seeing here. I just click in there to edit. I'm going to go ahead and remove all this by clicking on the X icon. Then I go to add to gallery. So I'll just go ahead and select all these images by holding down Ctrl. Then I click on add to gallery. I can rearrange them whichever way I want. Perfect. Then I go ahead and click on insert gallery. Down here below, you can control the number of slides to show. At the moment it's showing 4. You can choose whatever number you want, maybe 3. You see how 3 will look like, and then the slides to scroll is 1. So if I choose maybe 3, so you see the first 3 images will slide at a go. Perfect. So whatever style you want, you can choose, but for this tutorial I'll keep it as 4 for slide to show, and then slide to scroll as 1. Perfect. Going down to this section, I don't really need it, so what I'm going to do is I just click on the X to take it out. However, you see that this particular section is now sort of squashed into the gallery section. So what I'm going to do is click on edit section right here, and I'll go over to advanced, and I'm going to go ahead and increase the bottom padding. Currently it is set to 80. Maybe I make it 120, or better still 140. I think 140 is cool. And you see that the background colors for the gallery section and the contact section is the same colors. I just want some variation, so I go over to style, and I choose classic for background color, and you see that this color is already set and it's cool. Perfect. Now before we customize the contact section, let's see how you can add a new section if you want. If for any reason you want to add a new section in between the promotional banner and the gallery, all what you need to do is click on the plus icon right here, and you can go ahead and click on add new column, and you can choose from the various structures we have right here. So let me quickly show you how you can do that by clicking. So I've inserted a new section. I go over to elements. Maybe I need an image right here. I click in here to choose whatever image I want, like this. I can go back to elements, and I drag in the heading element, go back in there, you can drag in the text elements, just like that. So this is how you can insert a new section if you want. You can also go ahead and increase the padding for the section by clicking on edit section, advanced, and link the values, top maybe 100, bottom 100. Perfect. But we don't need this particular section. I'm just doing it to show you how you can add new sections. So I click on the X to take it off. Awesome. So finally, let's look at how we can customize the contact section. So first of all, the title here, ask your queries. You can go ahead and customize it the way you want. So I'll change it to make an inquiry. Oops. And in here I click, I change this to text to get in touch with us. Next, I edit this by clicking on it. I take this off, then I enter phone, I hit enter, then I type in email, info@honeybee consortium. I'll go ahead and bold the headings. Perfect. However, I don't need this widget. I just delete it, as well as the button widget. Now the form at the moment is taking name, email, and message. If you want to add phone number, you can go ahead and do that. I'll show you in a moment how we can add a new field to our form. Next thing I'm going to do is go to the services section and click on edit section. Then I go over to advanced. In here you see that this particular section was amenities and now I've changed it to services. So I want to change the CSS ID to services, and I'll show you how we can link it to the menu links later. So the design of my page is done. I go ahead and update. Let's preview it. Perfect. This is cool. So now if I click on about to take me to the about section, amenities, it won't work simply because we have changed the link to services. So I'll show you how we can change this in the theme customizer. Gallery, packages too will not work. Take note, we have removed the section. And finally booking. Alright, later on I will also show you how you can change the booking link to maybe contact us. So since Elementor is still open, maybe I can change the contact link as well, and I think it is applied to make an inquiry, the heading. So I select it, then I go over to advanced. So you see the CSS ID is booking, so I can enter contact so that we can go ahead and change it later for the menu links. I update. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you how we can add a new field to our contact form. To do that, I go over to the dashboard of my website, then I click on WP forms. We have our contact form right here. I just click to edit it, and these are the 3 fields we have. So what I do is I just click on numbers and it will appear right here. I can drag and rearrange it where I want. Next I click on it and I'll change numbers to phone, and I'm going to go ahead and make it required. Next I go over to advanced and I change the field size to large so that it will stretch across just as this too. Next is placeholder text. I enter phone with asterisk to indicate that the field is required, just as we see in name as well as email. The next thing to do is also customize our form and see where our form submissions will go. So next I click on settings. So first of all, general, everything is cool. If you want to change the submit button text, you can change it from here to maybe send message or whatever. Next I go to notifications. In here you see that send to email is set to email@example.com. It's not our email. So what we do is take it off and enter the particular email where we want our form submissions to go. So I go ahead and enter my email. And then the email subject line, new entry, contact form. So I'll leave it as it is, but you can change it whichever way you want. Next is from email. Which email address is our form going to be submitted from? So if I don't want to enter any email, I can remove this. Then I click on show smart tags. Then I go ahead and click on email. So with this, the from email will be the email address I used to set up WordPress. If I want, I can also go ahead and enter in my email address. It's the same. Next I go over to confirmations. In here you can go ahead and customize this text. This is what your users will see when they submit the form. Thanks for contacting us, we'll be in touch with you shortly. And I think this is cool, so I leave it as it is. Then I go ahead and click on save to save my form. It is saved. I exit from here. Now if I go to the front end and refresh, going down, you see that I now have a new field. Oops, I've not changed something here. I don't need this label, so I go back to the form, edit it. I click on it. Then I go to advanced. I click on hide label. Save. It is saved. I exit from here. Then I go to the front and refresh. Perfect. So now that customizing our form is done, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and customize my website by changing the logo and also working on the menu links. So to do that, I can click on customize right here, or I can go back to the back end then I go over to appearance, click on customize, is the same. So I start the customization from the top. First of all, I change the logo. To do that, I click on the pencil icon beside the logo and it will take me to the logo settings. As well, when you click on the pencil icon beside logo, you see the header customization widgets. We'll look at it in a moment. So in here, I can just remove and select a new logo, upload files, select files. I have my logo right here, select it, open. It is uploaded, then I go ahead and click on select. You see that the top part and the bottom part of my logo wants to be cropped off. I don't want to do that, so I skip cropping and everything will show. Going down, I don't need this retina logo, so I take it out. And then the logo wave, I want to change it to maybe 150 or better still 130. Perfect. Next thing I do is go ahead and add my site icon. That is the shortcut icon that usually appear on the browser tab right here. So I click right here to select my icon. I already have it uploaded. I select it, then I click on select, skip cropping, and you see it right here. Perfect. Next, let me show you how you can also rearrange your header section. So I can just hover and click on the pencil icon right here, and this is the header editor. So if I want, I can pick my logo and drop it right here. Then I can bring in the menu right there. Awesome. Or better still, I can take it here, whichever way you want. This one too is not bad, and I think I like this format, so I'll work with it. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and work on my colors. So I go back, I click on global. I have colors right here. So in here you can go ahead and set your colors. So at the moment it is using color palette 1. You can choose color palette 2, and this is how it will come up. Perfect. Color 3, almost the same as the color 2, but I'm going to stick to a color palette 1. So you can go ahead and tamper with the colors here as you wish. The next thing I do is change the color of my buttons. So to do that, I go back, then I click on global buttons. So at the moment, these are the colors. The background color for normal, I go ahead and enter in my gold color. Awesome. And then the hover, I enter in the same color, but this time around I will make it a little bit darker. Perfect. So these colors I've set will run through all my buttons. Awesome. And since I'm working with colors, let me go down to the footer section, and I'm going to go ahead and change the colors for my icons. So I click on the pencil icon right here, design, going down, I change the color from here. Perfect. The hover color, if I want to get the same color as in the buttons, what I do is go back to buttons and I grab the same color. Just want to be consistent. So I have it right here. Copy, scroll down, click on pencil icon under social, I go to design, go down, click on the hover color, and I go ahead and paste in my color. Perfect. So choosing my colors is done. The next thing I do is work on my menu. So to do that, I go back, then I click on menus. I have my menu right here. So this menu we are seeing here is the same for the footer menu. So whatever we do in here will affect both. Perfect. So about is okay. Amenities, I'm going to change it to services, and the link to will be services. Take note, it should be in the same caps as you entered in Elementor. So let's see what we have in Elementor for services section. So I click on edit section. You see that the CSS ID is services and everything is small letters. So going back in here should also be small letters. And then the menu title will be services, like this. So I collapse this. Now if I click here, it will take me to the services section. Perfect. Gallery is okay. Next is packages. We don't have packages, so I just remove it. And finally, bookings, I change it to contacts. Let's confirm what we entered for contact. This way it is applied. Advanced, CSS ID, contact, and everything is small letters. So going back is the same. I change the label to contact. Oops. Perfect. If you want, you can enter contact us, whichever way is the same. However, the most important thing is getting the URL right. Awesome. So if I click on contact, it will take me to the contact section. Perfect. So now let's see the footer menu. Everything is intact. So now that the menu is done, next I'm going to go ahead and work on the footer. First of all, I change the logo right here. So I click on the pencil icon. I click on got it. I have my image right here. I can just click to replace it. I have my logo here, add to widget. Next is the social icons. Don't worry, the logo will show. So I go to pencil icon right here, and in here I go ahead and enter my social media links. So for Facebook, I click inside the URL and I enter https://facebook.com/ the username, enter honeybee. That is so this is my Facebook link. So I do the same thing for Twitter, Instagram, and Google reviews. However, if there's a particular social icon you don't need, you can just click on the X to take it out. I don't really need the Google reviews. If you want to add a new one, you drop down the arrow right here. For instance, if I want to add LinkedIn, just click and I click on add social icon. Perfect. So similarly, you go ahead and enter the URLs for each one of them. Next, I change my phone number from here. Just select it, then I go ahead and enter my phone number. I do the same thing for email by selecting it. So I can edit it from here. And finally, the location address. Let's look at the logo again. It's not actually showing. I click replace image and I select this, add to widget. Perfect. The last thing I'm going to work on is the copyright section. So I just click on the pencil icon on it. Everything else is set except here. I want to change it to designed by Dikupages web, and I'll go ahead and link it to my website. I apply. I can also edit it. Go to the gear icon, open link in a new tab. Perfect. Finally, let's see how our website will look on mobile devices. So I click mobile right here. Starting from top, the logo is cool, but I want to change this hamburger menu. So to do that, I go over to the header settings. In here is the hamburger menu where we can edit it. I click on design and we can change the icon color from here. So I only go ahead and change the background color by clicking here and I enter in my color. Awesome. And the menu links are cool, so I don't do anything. To fully make our website mobile friendly, we'll do that in Elementor in a moment. So now everything else is done. I go ahead and publish. I can exit from here. Now if I go to the front end of my website and refresh, you will now see the new customizations I've made. If I click on About, it will take me there, Services, Gallery, and finally Contact Us. Awesome. So now let's make our website mobile friendly by going back to Elementor editor. To do that, I click on responsive mode. First of all, let me take it to tablet. Then starting from the top, everything else is cool from here. Maybe services section. I can make this 100% by clicking on edit column, and the layout, I change the column width to 100 so that it is stretched across. Perfect. This is cool, as well as this. However, this is squashed, so what I can do is click on edit section right here, then I go over to advanced, padding for bottom, I increase it to 100. Perfect. Going down, my contact section is fine, I don't do any other thing. Next, I go over to mobile, and starting from top, everything else is cool. Perfect. Or maybe here I can remove the padding by clicking on edit column right here, go to advanced, I click in here to make it 0. Perfect. What I can do is I can right click here, copy, then I right click, paste style, right click, paste style, instead of going through them one after the other. The same way I add padding here, so I click on edit section, then bottom I make it 80. Perfect. And the rest is cool. I go ahead and update. Finally, let's go ahead and change the link of the contact button. Now if I click on it, it won't take me to any place, simply because we've changed the bookings to contact. So I'll just go ahead and change it to contact. Perfect. Now if I click on it, it will take me to the contact section. Awesome. I go ahead and update. Let's take a look. Perfect. So now the design of my website is done. So that's it on how to create a single page website with WordPress and Elementor. I hope this video was helpful. If you found value, kindly hit the like button, subscribe, and also enable the notification bell so that each time I post a new video on this channel, you'll be the first to know. Keep watching, and I'll see you in the next video.